But the game should be starting up in just around a couple of minutes. Boys, we've been talking about who might take it, who might not. You guys can get into it and figure it.
Yeah, look, big first map for both sides. I think for Monte, they want to set the pace. They want to show some dominance. Yeah, for ZT, I think we can imagine ZT taking Mirage. It's not an impossibility. It's something that could happen. But big pistol round here, Monte on the T side, and it looks as though they're going to be heading towards B. But that is where the heaviest hitter of Zero Tenacity resides in Namana.
Yeah, rotations are reasonably slow though, and Monte gets a lot of information with that jump peak. Able to back away and just try to maneuver his way around this bomb site. Gets taken out instantly. Haji's the one to find that. And now it's going to put Zero Tenacity into a really tough position. Smoke towards the window. A lot of bodies towards these doors. Nice fight from Brute Monster here though. But the jewelries have been retrieved. And Kyofo goes down. AVN's next up to try to pass the test. And will do so successfully initially.
Yeah, no trade come through from Haji either. Stiko will eventually find Brute Monster. But Stiko again from Apartments doing a very good job in DemQ to end things off. So look, Monte, they take the pistol. Very nice stuff from them.
Yeah, I mean, Stiko's a player I absolutely love to watch, Fred.
Yeah, definitely.
I think every team he's on, for me, he would be like the perfect teammate, the dream teammate to have. Someone who does a lot of the time take that hit, has a lot of clutch potential though, a lot more supportive. Yeah, I've always enjoyed Stiko all the way back on his time at Mouse. Ooh, double dink and Haji's still alive. Lucky. Pressure will be coming through from these USPs. A couple of low HPs. Oh, but the USPs are connected on one at least. So, at least we will see Zero Tenacity walk away out around with something.
Yeah, you know, I don't think it's the end of the world for Monte though. They've got plenty of rifles in play, and now against the full buy, Zero Tenacity wielding the AWP already. Brute Monster, obviously with finding one in the pistol, will allow him to get out the glass cannon. And I'll be honest, I think this shows that Zero Tenacity are far more nervous than I think we imagined, because Brute Monster, quite a lot of the time, you'll see him opt for the rifle and utility when it comes to these first full buys, but no, he's gone straight for the glass cannon. I think Zero Tenacity are realizing their best chances, they've got to have the AWP in play early doors, they've got to get this round, it's got to be convincing. But with the aggression towards middle from Monte, Namana might get caught off guard as these players aggressing up under, and certainly is as Warro chimes in nicely here on the weaponry investment. Brute Monster can find one, but great trade from Warro again. 4 on 3, make it a 4 on 2 as window aggression successful here for Monte.
Yeah, just like that, first 30 seconds into the round, Kyofo and Simka, both on the other sides of the map, have to stand so tall. There's any chance to take this one.
Yeah, Kyofo has taken some control here towards Palace, but the problem is we've got one in con, we've got one in window. There's no real rotation for Simka where contact won't be made. I think Kyofo's best chance is if he can somehow deny the bomb plant. That's all that's really needed, but Simka still struggling to find here.
He could end up taking down Warro here. This would actually be massive because he puts himself a lot closer to this bomb site. Will do so now. Palace Molly is good. The rotation has come in. Simka might not be expected. Player towards jungle will take him down. It's all on Kyofo. Makes the position known now. Really tough fight. And that will be the round. No chance he's going to be going for this anymore. But I don't know if they can allow him to get out either.
I like the idea here from Monte. Straight away, ensuring no weaponry saved. We've got a very, I don't want to say long flank, but crowds now towards T-Spawn will take down Kyofo, so no survivors here for Zero Tenacity, and very impressed with Monte's aggression here towards middle. Brute Monster does get one on the AWP, so at least kind of having that opportunity, but the trade from Warro, 2 great entries towards middle. Obviously we see that pick found in window, and the second it's brought to that 4 on 2, I think we all know Monte are going to be winning that one.
Yeah, I mean, they're more than happy to slow down, take the break, and just sort of look for something. Wait for their place, get in the right positions. Don't rush anything. Don't give up anything. Oh, okay. Wow, this PG-50 is decimating Warro. 3 HP there. Still alive for now.
I think Monte now realise that damage has been dealt. There's no real need for them to rush things, but we do have the MAC-10 pretty close to the action, and AVN's Deagle could hit heavy, but no, DemQ will fight. And now Simka going to attempt from window. Smoke going to be fading shortly. But Monte, they've looked very impressive here.
Yeah, they're looking really strong. I mean, the issue is, you can only look at win rate with a bit of a grain of salt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it always is one of those things that win rate only really matters when you take into situation the team they're playing against, the context that they're playing it in. There's a lot of question marks. I mean, you can look at a team sort of saying, "No, they don't have great win rate," when they've been playing with a stand-in.
Yeah,
when exactly. They haven't made their full roster. There's a lot of question marks around it. Obviously, it's a great idea to give you in terms of what we're going to see from these teams. But Monte right now, despite having the worst win rate, they're looking sharp. They're looking strong. Early door still.
Opponents are always a major factor to kind of, speak about win rate. Because we talk about Zero Tenacity trying to encroach their way into that kind of tier 1, nearly breaching top 30, which obviously has been very impressive, but you have to imagine, Charlie, a vast majority of the teams that they have been facing off against have been kind of, between 30 and 50 HLTV, maybe even higher, whereas Monte, a lot of their opponents they've been fighting off against kind of top 10, so you can kind of see the difference, can't you?
Yeah. Yeah, you really can. Wow. Kyofo brutalized Woro, takes down Brute Monster, and they're looking for even more. They won't get it just yet. Namana will grab one back with an aid, could spell his demise, and it will alongside Woro's shot. Look at the speed that we're seeing in this. It's 1 minute 15 in the round, and every fight they realise, every player, they know their position of, let's take the fight, let's go, let's fight. So you mentioned early on, you felt like Zero Tenacity we're playing a bit scared. I feel like the right word for that is just showing Monte a lot of respect, realising that we need these premium weapons out to fight them. I feel like Monte are doing the complete opposite. They're realising, okay, we have the stronger players, we have the better pieces, arguably. Let's take every fight we can. Let's prove why we're in the position in the world rankings we are, and you're not.
Yeah, exactly. And I think for Monte, it's one of those games where, don't get me wrong, ZT, they're a strong opponent, but I think for Monte, it's just one of those moments where an upset can happen. And I think for them, they want to ensure that there is this victory, that, it's not kind of a question of, is it going to come down to Dust? Will it come down to the kind of a big clutch in the map? I think Monte want to just make sure, look, we're going to smash these guys. We're going to show the reason that we have been able to qualify at the top level, and we're going to prove it among kind of all opponents here in the CCT.
Tactical pause is out for Zero Tenacity now. Trying to see if they can find the piece of the puzzle that is missing currently.
Well, look, we're expecting a 6 to come through from Monte. It's just going to be the half buy from ZT. Obviously, we have got the saved M4 of AVM, but not really expecting all too much from it. But, Charlie, we talk about the CT siding and Mirage being heavily favoured now. It's, one of the most CT-sided maps in the pool currently, and I think, obviously, in the past, I feel like Mirage was always kind of a 50-50 split. It was maybe slight favouring CT, but nothing major, yet now, it's kind of up there with the likes of Nuke, which is crazy to say.
Yeah, it's interesting how long that is going to stay the case for. For now, certainly is. Space being taken from Brute Monster. I mean, this is what we need. We need some risks, some liberties to be found, and AVN and Haji. AVN goes down and Haji finds Namana. But the biggest issue is right now, it feels like for ZT, is these half buys, these weaker investments. It feels like we're not really even seeing much of a contest. Simka will find one, but it's still a 4-on-2. Kyofo towards Connector. And that feels like it's been the biggest difference maker. Yeah, it's when we're in these buys that often can get very close. They're not really putting up too much damage that we're meant to.
Well, I think the main aim of these half buys is to restrict the finances of your opponents. Yet you can see it. Haji 9.5, Stiko above 10, Warrow not too far behind, and you look at the money for Monte, Zero Tenacity, they're not really going to be in a moment where, look, okay, we win a 4-buy round, they're going to be on slight weaker weapons, we win that one, then it's the eco. Yet Monte, they're going to be having investments until the end, it seems, because in Zero Tenacity's kind of way, you know, they're not finding these picks on the half buys, not even on the full buys, really. A lot of these rounds, Monte have kept, you know, 3-4 players alive, and that's the scary thing for Zero Tenacity. And we talk about ZT's Anubis being, you know, such a strong point for them, and the fact they've got plenty of reps, but individual ability is always going to be a major factor on who wins the series, because whoever's hitting shots, whoever's kind of hitting the headshots, are going to be generally the team to take it. I feel like strategy only has, you know, not a minute factor, but even in all of these rounds, we've just seen the shots going the way of Monte, and I think when Anubis, it's clearly a map that Monte are happy to play. We need to see the individuals for ZT stepping up, otherwise their strongest map might not go their way.
Yeah, and right now, that's going to be the question mark that we are going to be talking about sooner rather than later, potentially. But back on the weapons here, for Zero Tenacity, Brutemont's obviously on that AWP again. Actually, just out towards mid. Not too much of a fight this time.
I think currently doesn't really need to. You know, the amount of rounds that Monte have shown so much presence and pressure towards middle, it's going to force Zero Tenacity to kind of keep their eyes on the prize. Yet that's where we're seeing aggression being taken elsewhere. We've got Warrow now playing towards Palace, going to be potentially searching for a pick towards A, and that's where if we find a quick kill, the bomb's close by, Hadji can come up through connector. AVN. AVN will find, in fact.
Important kill. Oh, and Kyofo as well finds one through the smoke. Not necessarily a round that you're going to be able to repeat all too often, but a round that they certainly won't mind taking the early lead here. They have information of 2 of these players here. Kyofo going down is going to make things a lot more difficult. Brutemonster is holding the lines, but the flashbang is too strong and allows Warrow to get his way out of the palace and onto the balcony. Namana pushing through the smoke. Warrow looks aware, but not quick enough.
Surely AVN to find. And look, now Zero Tenacity should be their first round on the board. And Charlie, we've spoken about how fast Monte have been opting for. This is the one round they decided to slow things down. And look, it goes the way of ZT.
I mean, you have to look at it. The round starts off with a bit of a 50-50 fight. AVN taken towards the window, looking on down, does just about come out on top. Those fights can really be a coin flip. And then we just see Kyofo find one through the smoke. It's a round that it's not easy to replicate. And that's going to be the thing. But hopefully, at least for Zero Tenacity, we're going to actually get to see a bit more confidence being instilled into them. Ooh, and maybe this is the confidence that we're talking about. Well, I thought Namana was going to straight up push. There is looking for something. There's so much damage to Warrow. Will eventually find him.
Yeah, and this is going to be the go call now for Monte with the aggression towards middle. Stiko going to have to be fast, but Brute Monster aware. Kyofo as well will find from triple. And now we're looking at a 5-on-2. Ooh, miss Molly as well. Would have forced Kyofo out, but I like that jump across from Ticket and the peek from triple.
Yeah, much better what we're seeing right now from Zero Tenacity, and all 5 players surviving. It's going to be massive for them. Still, I mean, look, you can see the last 2 rounds have gone the way of Zero Tenacity, and a lot of cash is still on the side of Monte. It does just show that, like I mentioned, we weren't really seeing too much of a contest in the early portions of this one.
I think as well, Charlie, Monte, they've already secured 6. I think they're going to be happy with that. I believe they do favour the CT side. Yeah, massively. Over 10% difference in win rate regarding their CT side. So, it's clear that they are favoured, but Brute Monster finding Warrow, that's plenty. I think that's, what, 3 rounds in a row that Warrow's been the first to go down, or pretty early on. Aggression from Kyofo's brilliant. Stiko found, and Another 2-man advantage here for Zero Tenacity. This is looking far better for them.
Yeah, now Monte may be realizing, hey, why is this not working now? What's going wrong here? Slower played, hoping that we see some more re-aggression from Zero Tenacity, but there's no need to. They've got the early kills now. We've seen them go for a decent bit of re-aggression when they are behind, but they're not in this one.
Obviously, there's a fairly big gap here for Haji to work with, but with Namana rotating in towards CT, that's where things might become a little bit difficult.
"40 seconds on the clock."
Still a fair bit of util here for Monte, but we're going to have to see this kill go the way of Monte, but Brute Monster should find with ease, and that is the bomb. Now things become very difficult. Oh! Brute Monster again, and Kyofo will find incredible stint of success here from Zero Tenacity.
Yeah, from 6-0, where a lot of players weren't really having many kills. I mean, the first 6 rounds we saw Kyofo no kills. First kill he found was through the smoke, so yeah, it really does just show that everyone's starting to come a bit alive now.
Actually, in the last 3 rounds, you know, they've had 13 players survive, only 2 casualties. So the finance is now on the rise for the CTs, which is brilliant.
Just going to be an A execute here from Monte. A last investment before an eco will be forced out of them.
Looks as though it's just going to be a fairly simple A play. Nade coming towards Ticket. Steeko on a Mac. We're looking to get aggressive here. Oh, the spam from Namana. The spray through the smoke is good. And Brute Monster eventually finds the opener here for Zero Tenacity. Bomb yet to go down, though, and that's where things can become quite difficult. Oh, Brute Monster will get 1, and Steeko peeks into 3. And now all on Krasnov. 1v3 gone 1v2. Can't isolate all too well onto Simka, though, and Zero Tenacity will find their 4th. And as you mentioned, Charlie, it looks as though it's just going to have to be an eco from Monte.
Yeah, bomb plant, I mean, could give them that conversation, but I don't know if we're going to see it. I think probably just a partial buy.
Strong half buy, yeah. We could see some Mac 10, some Deagles, maybe a hero rifle on Haji.
See, that's normally the really challenging thing about trying to reset a T-side team when they're on so much money, because they're never really in that bad a spot. Because, I mean, look, we saw Monte lose 4 rounds in a row there, and in one of them they got the bomb down. If they were getting the bomb down in more of those rounds, they would have had enough money to buy this round. They would have just had a decent amount of money in general, because now they're on the full loss bonus. If they kept on getting these bomb plants, that's where you can keep on getting these buys out. And it feels like as a CT, you're never really resetting the T's when they're that far up, and that's really difficult to try to play against. But right now, Zero Tenacity are making it look like it's no challenge at all.
Yeah, very important comeback from them. I think Monte, the performance they showed initially was absolutely exquisite, but Zero Tenacity, they've had time to read into Monte's game plan now, to kind of evaluate the errors that they were making, and now, you know, it's an incredible success story for Zero Tenacity. The fact that they're 6 rounds down, they were struggling to even find kills, let alone rounds, and now, pretty convincing, it has to be said. Only 5 casualties in the last 4 rounds.
Out of ramp, but no kills being found, but Waro does grab one. Same time, Nana gets one of his own. Broom Monster looks like he wants to take this risk, wants to take this fight. It is very dangerous. Steeko's holding, and just a slight movement from Steeko's enough to throw off Broom Monster's aim, and he doubles up with the Galil. Finds 2, and finally, Monte might have broken this streak of Zero Tenacity, but players have been chipped away at. Kyofo and Simka, they're gonna give it a go. The missed shot here, the lack of trade does eventually come through, and Haji and Demku will make it work. Monte, definitely not the same Monte we saw in the first 6 rounds, where everything seems so clean. But they will at least confirm that they're going to be winning this half.
Still, there's Zero Tenacity. They can fight for 5, and I think with the first 6 all going the way of Monte, I think Zero Tenacity will be at least happy with the comeback. But look, I think Monte, it's become quite clear why they picked Mirage, right, Charlie?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be very curious about that CT side, Fred. You mentioned right now, sort of this year, in the last 3 months, Mirage weirdly has had an insane CT side leaning from a lot of these teams. Obviously, a lot of maps can be a bit team dependent. Some teams just might not like a certain siding, but yeah, at least on paper, this map is something like a 53% CT side, which is pretty massive, which is pretty much there with the most dominant maps in the pool right now.
Yeah.
And more than a lot of ones that you consider CT-sided. But for now, we've got one more round left to play this half. Zero Tenacity, they would absolutely love to find 5. Know that they've really pushed Monte to the limits and gonna make them fight for this game if they want to win it.
Yeah, we got the double up in play finally for Zero Tenacity. With the strong finances, they are able to do so. Namana though. Oh, Namana caught off guard. Doesn't even get the tag.
Yeah, White Swing. Really awkward. Namana not expecting that from No Noise at all. And the double entry. It is obviously going to be the attempt. This is the final round of the half, but the round looks already done. Simca and Brute Monster. It's such a tough side to break in here. With these windows, smoke, the doors, mollies. It feels like, what opportunities am I being given? Well, there's one, but probably also the last.
Yeah, formals are fine and a flank from Haji.
Yeah, bombs half ticked anyway. Ooh, Brute Monster's giving it a slight glance, but it won't matter. Waro will find the final piece. And Monte do win the half 8-4. I mean, you come into this game and say Monte win the half 8-4 on the T side, you're going to say it's a pretty good half.
Yeah,
we do have to definitely say Zero Tenacity. Good comeback from them. They're going to need to start strong here on the second half, though, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like it's going to need to be a pistol round victory for them. I think without it, they're looking very much, far from success. I feel like when we look at a map like Dust as well, being that kind of decider, we talk about Dust being quite heavily influenced by just individual ability, and I think it's going to be a tough one here. I'm not too sure what I think about Dust. I think Dust is a bit of a, for both teams, we haven't really seen kind of that much because of its reintroduction when you compare Monte's Dust and Mirage, the difference in 19 maps played. But yeah, I'd be interested if we even get there though, because I think Monte got a very strong chance of taking things here in Mirage, and it's not to say that their Anubis is weak either, so yeah, I'd be interested to see if we do get to Dust.
I mean, 8 maps from Monte to what is gonna be 70 for Zero Tenacity is, I think, the most ridiculous stat we can even mention. That is crazy, but yeah, I certainly think there's a lot more to say on Mirage here though, so I wouldn't count out Zero Tenacity yet. Being impressed by their little streak of rounds themselves, and if they can't continue this, Monte certainly aren't invincible.
Shots have been made towards the B-bomb site.
I like that.
A bit of a
Force
ruse.
out one of the only bits of U2 actually, unless you want to count a decoy.
It's a good fake flash.
It just forces that smoke out of Stiko is massive. Oh, Haji spotting towards under. Timing's not great.
Looks as though AVN is going to look to take some contact, but Namana, nice find on that P250 onto Waro.
Haji does seem aware. On Monte's side does, but awareness only gives you so much on pistol rounds, and Arna just going to be backing up.
I would have actually loved to see Namana swing towards top mid, but DemQ finds 2, looking for a third hit. Is in fact man advantage, and we mentioned Namana's not really in this round currently, as he is making his way through Palace, and
Kyofu is so isolated on this site with the bomb. Namana has rotated on in now. Stiko's really aware of Simka's positioning. Will find him, takes him out of the round. On a P250 is starting to hit some heads again.
Yeah, tempting here. We'll find another, and even on the reload, he's safe. Currently surviving. It's a 2-on-2, and it's a possible one at that, but Namana has been chipped away at. All that's needed is a body shot, but Namana will find one more, and Kyofo eliminates, so pistol round found by Zero Tenacity here.
See, that sort of brings me back to sort of 2016, Charlie, saying, why don't people just buy, like, actual pistols on T-side pistol? Because the CTs are only ever going to go for your head.
Yeah.
And that's literally what they did. No armor on the Mana. 4 kills with that PD-50. Weren't even some of the cleanest kills we've seen from him by any stretch of the imagination, and still managed to 5-4 as the bullets just weren't connecting with the body at all. But forced by is out. That really should have been a Monte round though.
Definitely. 100%, but things started off nicely for Monte, but the MP9s have been taken down, and Avian's double surely too secure. All on Stiko now. Big clutch required. Could deny the bomb plant. Nice nade.
Threw that out slightly further to the right. That's AVN taken out of this round.
Oh, all 3 swinging at once. Stiko unable to back away. So Zero Tenacity should start things off with a 3-round streak, as that was the force from Monte.
Yeah, now things can get a lot more interesting. We've seen the pistol that Monte definitely should have won. Go the way of ZT. And now, the force play doesn't work out. It's going to be an 8-7 unless something goes very wrong. And I think we can really have a conversation. Zero Tenacity can really start to give us a bit of a competition here on Mirage again.
Look, those ZT, I think they've made a, you know, they've turned a game that looked impossible to one that certainly can be done now. I think we saw that 6-round streak, and I think a lot of people would have thought, okay, maybe we're getting close to the finish of Mirage, but heading into round 15, expected to be found by ZT.
Yeah, should do at least, unless they do go into the stack. Namana's going to be that probe. Moro's going to give him up that information, but also gives him a bullet straight to the dome.
Weapon can be retrieved and can be wielded, as there is Kevlar on Krasnal. Ooh, just the smoke coming through. The plant could have been denied, in fact.
Yeah, I imagine this AK is just going to be kept alive.
I'll give them a big weapon in the next. We're kind of expecting an AWP to be in play as well, so will be a very strong buy from Monte. But yeah, I think it's definitely the right decision to keep the AK.
CT's all looking like they just want to go for some exits. It's good positioning right now, to be fair, where they are, because this is where all the T's are coming from. They can do a heaps worth of damage here. Krasnal does spot out a lot of bodies. Players towards Palace starting to make their mark now. And here's all the players starting to swing on out. Stiko, the second power play, take them all down. Excellent stuff. Weapons can't actually be retrieved, though. Because that would be massive. They could save all of those weapons into the next. That would be huge. Still, so much damage dealt.
I think the damage is more important than the weaponry saved. Look at the money now for Zero Tenacity.
I mean, you would think it would do both, wouldn't it? Because obviously,
yeah,
it'd weaken the money of Zero Tenacity, but also allow Monte to actually have a bit of a bank already building. Oh, Brute Monster slightly off with the timing. Drops the smoke. So I won't be able to see anything now.
Timing on these HEs not perfect from Monte. Nice from Hadji to find one. Oh, Hadji doubling down, in fact. Brute Monster's AWP will eventually eliminate, though. Hadji realising, look, I'm trapped towards under. I've got to try and fight my way out.
I think you've been tagged down very low as well. But AVM falling, so these low HP players aren't... They can do a heap of damage. They can do so much damage. They'll be able to save all of those weapons into the next. That would be massive. They could save all of those weapons into the next. That would be huge. Still, so much damage dealt. I think the actually maybe going to come into play too much. I'm loving that they boosted War up here.
Well, he's so low, I think if he's playing a normal angle, probably going to go down for nothing yet. Stiko can try and take contact away. I think that will be the main goal. Going to be dropping now, but Kyofo will find. Big trade from Waro, and the Orb of Brute Monster has been found. Orb can be saved as well.
Yeah, it couldn't really be any better for Waro. That finds the first, drops on down. Brute Monster just as he jumps with the Orb. That's when the swing comes through. Couldn't be a worse weapon. 9-7, and here we go. We spoke about the money. A force buy has been forced upon Zero Tenacity.
Yeah, a loss here will allow Monte 11. Ooh, nice nade here. 3 players residing towards ramp. Stiko will eliminate Kyofo, as he gets very aggressive towards apartments, and now Namana attempting from under, but the nade not doing that much, in fact. Oh, Haji facing a lot of pressure here from the A-bomb site, but with Krasnal rotating in, Krasnal finding all 3. It just leaves Namana, the final remaining player, and they're aware of his position. He took some contact towards under, so they know no chance he's on the bomb site, and Waro aggressive on the AWP will find Monte. Will take 10 and expected 11th, and now their finances can be on the rise.
I mean, this could really be a photo finish here to Mirage. Because although we know that Monte are going to be the ones likely find an 11, it still feels like there's a lot more to be said here on map number 1 in this series, and this is what I absolutely love about this so far.
Yeah, I think the next round's going to be the most important. ZT required success. Kyofo going through the molly, not realising there's an AK above holding, and Krasnal finds 3. Yeah, brilliant stuff. It's 21 and 11, Charlie. Make it 22.
Yeah, he sort of... I kind of want to say gone under the radar on this, but it hasn't really been too flashy. It's sort of while Waro's maybe been getting a kill or so, Krasnal's been putting one up, or someone else to get one, and it always feels like he's sort of left to the side a little bit. But yeah, what a game he's been having. 22 and 11, brilliant performance from the Polish lad. And here we go though, Fred back on the weapons, Zero Tenacity. Rifles in play, AWP on Brute Monster. Util very lackluster.
Yeah, I think it's going to be heavily decided on whether they can kind of take this aggression with that minimal util and find the picks required. Brute Monster posted up towards window. Namana already crossed the chair. If he decided to peek out, I think
close there.
He could have found that kill quite easily. I don't think the player in short would have been ready for it at all. I believe it was Krasnal.
Yeah, I don't think there's any... The speed that he did actually have to get there was pretty massive, so he definitely could have caught someone out. This occasion, no. Zero Tenacity get the opening kill.
It is a big opener. Gives them that chance, gives them that gap to work with, and with a boosted Namana, he can do so much work here as he's already wrapping through market. It's just going to be this kind of simple B play now.
Oh, to the bomb though. MQ finds the bomb. That's Brute Monster going down. Everyone is so far away from this. Kyofo, for Simka, actually going to be the player responsible for trying to retrieve this.
I think
Namana's very isolated as well.
Namana's just taken down Stiko, so they're going to be aware that there's deep positioning. Bomb's been stolen. Maybe Denku didn't realise that they could have seen that bomb. They have already
For 20 seconds, they know exactly where they are.
And the tease is so split.
Won't seem to matter. It's MQ in a tricky position there. I loved the actual angle that he was playing. If the bomb was slightly further out, then I think he could have definitely done a lot of work. Because normally people are going to be clearing towards left and right, but playing straight down the center, looking for that instant headshot. I think we could have had a conversation, but no, Zero Tenacity will win it. Good openings from them.
Great round from Nomana. He gets 4 in that one.
Yeah, Nomana, maybe not as consistent as we've been used to in this game, but had a number of massive rounds in this second half already.
Well, yeah, it's just the early kill, the space that he can take, the fact he takes down Stiko. Yeah, I think it's tough, though, because they know that the whole of the B bomb site is compromised because of that flank from Nomana. Kyofo's deep as well. And it makes you kind of question why the final 2 CTs aren't just going with DemQ to defend the bomb. Because neither bomb site they've got control of.
No, that's the thing. I mean, you understand maybe he's sort of... Yeah, it's difficult. It's a difficult situation. Because they don't actually have control of anything. But because Zero Tenacity are so split around the map, you can see, Fred, in another world, how those kills can go the way of Monte, can't you? But yeah, instead definitely. It just doesn't. So it's one of those things where it can look really great, or it can absolutely fall apart. So you can see while Kyofo and Simco are going to retrieve the bomb, we've seen Aviator Brute Monster fall elsewhere.
Yeah, it's that kind of coin flip decision. It's just one of those moments where if the gunfights go the way of Monte, it's Monte's round. But Zero Tenacity, though, they needed the victory and they have got it. But Haji attempting to find the opener here will in fact lose his life to Simca. So many HE grenades sent towards Ticket.
Oh, we'll go down here, Nomana. Unrivaled in that plant, but Stika allows the bomb to go down just to rip his head off anyway. Kyofo grabs the advantage back in Zero Tenacity's favour. Waro's got a good idea, but Simca might not be advancing any further. Round is going to go the way of the teeth. Ooh. Wow. Okay. Stiko is going to be retrieving that orb. Oh, maybe not able to save it though.
That'll be the game plan. Stiko can find another.
Yeah, and likely will actually be able to get away with this orb now.
I think Zero Tenacity realise that they haven't got that much money, and if they want a successful comeback, they've got to keep their finances strong.
Yeah, but it did limit a little bit after that round. But not as limited as it's going to be for Monte. They are.
It's an interesting investment. Stiko's got an M4. It's like it's a half buy with a hero rifle, I guess. And they've got the AWP as well, so it's a possible round for Monte.
Yeah, it looked like they were actually going to go for the full buy. Oh, and there's that hero rifle gone. Obviously can be retrieved by one of the lesser weapons.
Brute Monster currently just holding. Could be a major risk. Ooh.
Yeah, Kraus now really wanted to push up for that rifle, but you can see Brute Monster was just aware that I'm just going to hold for a while. And force them to think I'm going to be holding forever.
It's going to be a gamble from Monte, and it's going to be Zero Tenacity going into it. Perfect call here from Monte. DemQ's in a good position as well. Warren needs to be a little bit worried about ramp. He's currently just being held by Krasnout. Just jump spotting. Just doing right within the action. MB9 swinging, oh that is big. Palace control taken. Waro is still trapped in the action and will go down. It makes you question why he's not just playing from CT. Would have been far more valuable.
Yeah, now we've got that question again. Does Haji try to back away and save that M4 towards apartments?
Yeah, that is what it looks like. Similarly, DemQ just going to be saving as well. But yeah, I think if Waro's playing towards anywhere else, really, whether he's in jungle, whether he's towards stairs, I just think he's just out in the open. Best case scenario, finds one kill and then a trade comes through.
Yeah, it's one of those hero moments. One in every 50 times there, you can really be that difference player, but it is so tough to get so many players in that position.
Not easy, but with those 2 rifles being saved, the investment from Monte will be pretty strong. With Zero Tenacity now very close to leveling things up.
This is what I mean, Fred. It feels like despite us seeing Monte go 11-7 up, there's still so much more to be said in this game. And this is one thing. This is one of my favorite series we've cast in a while on paper. It feels like there is so much that could go wrong and right for both teams. It feels like they're actually pretty evenly matched, despite Zero Tenacity coming into this as let's be fair, probably the slight underdogs.
Yeah, slight though. I think it's not as though Zero Tenacity are kind of the David to Monte's Goliath.
No, but I feel like it leads to such an interesting affair between these both sides. But Waro going to be peeking. Spots on the first, only the wallbang though. Or the molly will actually allow the kill to still come through. Oh, and just like that, look at this, Fred. Quick 2 kills coming through. And the final 2 ramp players in the Mana and Brute Monster, the 2 stars of the team trying to survive. But Haji will eliminate, and Monte do find 12 out of nowhere, out of the depths. They make it work, and the double orb gets saved.
Yeah, and I think when you look at it, players like AVN, like Namana, there's going to be weaknesses. Galils, maybe even Mac 10s, but no, it does seem as though they're just going to go for the Galils, but this could be it. Could be looking at the final round here. Obviously, finance is not perfect for Monte either, so Zero Tenacity, if they find success, it'll be a very exciting round 24. Got a real love-hate relationship with the double op. Feel like it can work out so well, but once your opponents realise that's where aggression can come through. But
maybe why it's for this last round then, but Waro finds 2. Haji, he's had a lot of multi-kills as well. Can he do it once again?
AVM 1v5 needed. And not to discredit him, I don't think he's the... If I wanted one player in a 1v5 on Zero Tenacity, it would be Namana, but AVN can't even find one. A flawless round for Monte to finish, and a Mirage success story for them. So, at least now for Monte, if Anubis doesn't go their way, they've got that backup plan, they've got that kind of Dust2 to focus upon. But Monte, they've got a real chance now, though.
Towards the beginning of the game, and they have a strong finisher down towards that T side, then I'd say, okay, go for it, try to work it out. But let's move straight into the map. Let's here go to the desert. Boys, take it away, and let's see if Zero Tenacity are going to be actually taking away their own map pick here on their 70th iteration, or if Monte are going to find themselves on a 2-0.
Yeah, look, pistol round in play now. Monte looking to start on the T side. It's expected, T side being the favoured one here on Anubis. But something to touch upon, Charlie. You mentioned that we haven't really seen all that much from Anubis from Monte as of recent. And when you look at the 4 games that they've won, 2 of them in OT, 1 of them 13-11. Obviously, the only dominant victory was a 13-5 against ECF. But when you look at it on the side of Monte, it's kind of not even dominant victories. It's clear that Anubis is maybe a map that's always their secondary ban, because we really haven't seen it much from them.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I think if we see Monte winning this one, it's certainly not going to be a clean one. It probably will be like an overtime victory or a very close fought game. But pistol round, we mentioned, feels like this could be a really good chance for Monte to try to find something, but a lot of aggression here towards A main. 3 players for the CTs. Namana tasked with solo holding mid, and so far, he's keeping Monte at bay.
Yeah, it seems as though Zero Tenacity, they need to try and take this aggression. They need to try and kind of push themselves into A main, because they've got 3 players very close, but no flanks. Eventually, they are going to be progressing now. To come through from Kraz now, but Simka gonna be coming through and actually falling, in fact. He had the jewelries in hand, dealt some damage, but kills not found. And now, Monte, they're gonna be backing away and heading towards B. That is where Brute Monster resides. Plenty of work needed to be done here from the Zero Tenacity AWP.
Really slow pistol round here right now from Monte. They are so careful, so cautious about where they're pushing, what space they're giving up, and Krasnow is taking a fight. Brewmonster does find one towards the main, looks for the second, will take them down. AVN getting dropped on down to, but Brewmonster's doing his best work here around the back of the bomb site. He's found two already. The flashbang's really good, but it is a T-flash actually. Brewmonster again on for the 4K.
Gotta clutch it out, but it's gonna all come down to time. But Brewmonster will win it. Yeah, that flashbang was awful. It was the T side. It flash blinded both the players close towards Pillar. But yeah, I think Brewmonster, once they realised that he's kind of on the bomb site alone, we needed to see a bit of a swarm from Monte, but they were far too slow. I think we kind of praised Monte initially with their kind of patience, but once that initial contact's been made, we need to be seeing them hit the bomb site. But Brewmonster, he was just able to isolate those kills far too easily. But now we're going to be seeing force coming through from Monte. We have got the AK in play on DemQ. Believe dropped over by Krasnow.
Yeah, I mean, that is the issue, and Brewmonster should never be allowed to find four there. Just dancing around the bomb site, allowed to isolate these 1v1 fights. Non-stop, really.
Yeah, very important start as well. I think Zero Tenacity, we mentioned the importance of them obviously taking Anubis. Ooh, Krasnow. Looked as though he wanted to flash his teammates in, but the AK now been retrieved from Kyofo. The bomb under the control of the CTs, and we have seen a rotation coming through here. Namana finding Stiko. Only two players remain, but Namana at range. Make things work. The molly is a little too deep, so we can't see the peak from Krasnow, but he's been spotted and has been found. 5 survivors for ZT. Money going to be on the rise, and an expected eco from Monte.
And this is going to be the scary thing about Zero Tenacity's Anubis is, sure, it's a T-sided map, but I'm so curious to see what they're going to actually be able to do on this T side of it. Of this CT, sorry. Because, I mean, they've got a brilliant T round win percentage, but their CT is actually very strong as well. If they can sort of finish this half red with a dominant looking CT side, I think the game's already done.
Their win percentage is better than Monte's T side. It's, you know, this is going to be the most important half. I think it has to be said.
He's a bit of nade damage. The Molotov as well. They are going to be pushing through it. Namana can make a heap of cash with the MP9, but bit of awkward positioning. Only able to find one. Krasnow's P250 does connect. AVN stabilizes though. Really great showing there from AVN. Finds 3. Simka rotates on in. Clean things up just before his teammate dies.
Yeah, the finances as well for ZT looking pretty strong. Not opted for the AWP though. Oh, in fact, Brewmonster essentially questioning, and in fact, yeah, will have the AWP in play now. They have in fact upgraded from that MP9. Zero Tenacity don't want to take any risks whatsoever. It's understandable. Like the MP9 though, there's some real big positions that it can be wielded. Maybe if you go for a kind of a double main play with the AWP and an MP9, double E-box as well.
A lot of pressure right now going to be put towards A from Monte, but Brewmonster towards Electric finds the first. The only player who wasn't towards Rugs.
Yeah, now we can see a rotation through from Namana. We'll also see Brewmonster making his way back towards middle to defend if any players are wanting to crunch in from camera, but no. Currently all towards main.
See, now the scary thing for Monte is they don't know how much control has been taken elsewhere alongside the map, so they're kind of questioning, if we don't go here, I mean, they could be flanking B main right now, they could be looking to push through mid. There's a lot of area that they can go. Nothing out now, forces the CTs to go on and rotate. Back and forth trade initially, missed AWP shot from Brewmonster, but Namana will continue the form of these trades. Still advantage. Yeah, the advantage is in favour of Zero Tenacity though. Namana isn't the healthiest.
Ooh, Avian found. Simka taken down, and now it's on the low HP Namana. I think Zero Tenacity, they had a great read, they had a great idea. The setup was pretty good initially, but now Namana attempting, will retrieve the orb and might just look to save it. Yeah, he's going to have to. So Monte, although they're kind of cornered in to hit towards A, the utility was good enough. And I like as well what we see from Monte. We see the initial smokes, flashes, and mollies come through, but no one peeks out from main because we see a spam from both the Heaven player and Namana on, and Kyofa on the back of the bomb site. So Monte, they don't want to go into the bullets, which is understandable. So what they do is they just kind of sit in main, wait, and then they kind of re-aggress, which is brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, that was so key. We saw Zero Tenacity with that advantage, but as soon as the bomb's down, that's where there's a time limit for Zero Tenacity to actually go, and they opt to go sooner rather than later, and yeah, just the double kill, very key. And Namana, being that low HP player, but he was towards Heaven though, there was a smoke down, we couldn't really find anything. Sort of just had to wait.
There was some utility, I believe, on Simka as well. We could have seen kind of a flash over Heaven, Namana jump through, and then we see the swing from Simka and AVN. But yeah, Namana's low HP. We're not really expecting him to do much more. I think in that moment, he's got to be kind of setting his team up for that success. But with Stiko finding AVN so quickly, I believe DemQ swinging on to find Simka, I think it just made things, you know, really tough. But ZT, they should have won that one, it has to be said.
Yeah, it did feel like it was in their favour. It is just one round that they let slip. Question will be, can Monte actually double down from it?
Yeah, can they capitalise? Not much utility remaining here for the CTs. Some util going to be sent now towards Pillar. Made of the smoke, and Krasnov going to be pushing through now. They've got a player very close towards main. It is AVN, he's aggressing. Jumping into the nade, and Stika will find Simka though, eliminating Krasnov. A lot of rotations have already come through towards this B-bomb site. "30 seconds remaining, and Monte finally now going to be looking to make their way towards B.
Two defenders here, Namana. And of course Simka by his side.
Slow rotations though. We know that Kyofo and Brute Monster are going to take quite some time, with Namina finding DemQ. Kind of forces this aggression to be very one-dimensional, all coming from B main. Warren now creeping out, missed shot on the orb, Namana finds. And Zero Tenacity, they silent Monte.
Yeah, a brilliant round from Namana and Simka. 5 kills between the two players. And that's the scary thing though, isn't it, Fred? It is Zero Tenacity's Anubis isn't just good on their T side. They've got a good CT side, yeah. And even when it's a 4-on-2 on the bomb site, even when the players are slightly split apart, they can still make it work. They still find the kills. Their knowledge of these timings is so on point.
It's brilliant from Namana as well to take that aggressive fight onto DemQ towards Connector, because that's what kind of, you know, eliminates this two-pronged attack. Oh, Namana finding Krasnow's very nice, but yeah, I think, you know, it was clear that Monte wanted to kind of push through heavily towards B main, but just having the player in Electric as that secondary aggressor, yeah, Namana takes the fight before the players are even out.
Yeah, I mean, and then obviously the pressure he creates for Simka to find a couple himself is very monumental, but this is going to be a difficult round as it is. He's going to play it through the smoke as well, is only going to make things harder.
It's a hero AK invested here. The ZT. It's another round that should go their way. They've got the numbers, they've got the weaponry, utility favoured as well. Namana now going to be tested once again as the T's look to make their way towards middle. Oh, nice firing from Waro. A bit of a tough task to retrieve that weapon, so they are going to be falling back, but it's another round that Monte are going to be heading into a bomb site with very minimal time remaining. Luckily for Monte, There's no defensive utility remaining on AVN. No smoke, no Molotov, so they can't look to
Simka is
push out.
rotating on Nin though. He's got a Molotov. He's going to be late with it.
Trade needs to come through. Eventually, Warrow strikes, and now Simka can look to deny, but Warrow again found 3 kills so far. The bomb can go down now. Brew Monster getting very aggressive, quite unnecessarily, but Kyofo will find now. Demq on the AWP, posted up, flash to come through. Second one as well. Demq not blinded, and nice shot there, just a sliver of the body spotted. And Monte finds success there with that hero AK, and it has to be said, Charlie, what a hero that AK was. 3 kills found there. Very impressive stuff here from Warrow.
Yeah, it was brilliant, but Demq as well. I mean, the kill with the Deagle allowed him himself to pick up the AWP and win that clutch was massive as well. If he goes down, there's no chance Warrow wins that. Even in a 1v1, it's going to be so difficult with his health.
Now look at the finances for Zero Tenacity. That round is quite an unsettling one for them, as it should allow Monte to regain a bit of success, but Haji finds one before falling. AVN, it's an important trade on that MP9. Can look to upgrade to the AK, and he has been able to do so. I'm going to send out another smoke here towards middle. If Warrior had a rifle, you'd know he'd love to push through, but I think it's just far too risky when the AWP is wielded.
Yeah, just a scout and Brew Monster with these limited weapons is going to be very tough for CCT.
Bit of a gamble, though. I think we've got the boost coming through. This boost is incredible. AVN. I think it's the Smooya boost, I'm pretty sure. Maybe he hasn't got it patented, but was one of the first players to show it. Brew Monster's close towards Cameron. This is going to be a perfect round here for Zero Tenacity. Look at it! Great spray from AVN, but they have no clue where he is.
That is excellent. Brilliant, brilliant spray from AVN. 3 kills so quickly. Warrow.
Oh, the nade.
7 HP, made that 2.
That would have been the ace with the HE.
I mean, what way to find it that would have been, but I think they are going to respect this and let Warrow save. But they will certainly be taking their 5th round.
Yeah, and it's kind of a good round for ZT, just on the basis that they were facing off against weak weapons and that hero AK, and it has to be said, somewhat fumbled. Yet here, when they're the ones wielding weak gus, made it work. We saw AVM with that MP9 get the opener. Or get the trade, in fact, upgrades to the AK, but that triple was incredible.
Yeah, I mean, incredible. I want to see this again. It was that good.
I'm
Not
looking
far
at that.
He finds Warrow there if Warrow doesn't take down Kyofo.
But I'm looking at it and I'm just like, oh, I wish I had a spray that good. It's not even close range and he's still hitting those headshots.
Yeah, brilliant. We're here towards mid though with this saved up. Does give off where he's playing from.
Yeah, Namana kind of playing with fire there, but still alive currently.
Oh, dropping down, desperately trying to find some impact.
Like this aggression towards main though from Zero Tenacity. Trying to suffocate the T's, make things very difficult.
We've got Warrow heading over towards here now. And just as he does, that's when we're seeing the CTs back away.
Middle has been left open.
Yeah, it's going for a bit of a jiggle. Like he didn't repeat, because that's where Warrow is holding now.
Kraslow's been spotted, and I think now Zero Tenacity need to realise it could be this B play. And that's why Kyofo's taking a deeper angle, taking a deeper position. Can be that faster rotation, but still, AVN will be able to get here in time. We do have the one smoke on Steeko. Flash coming through. will delay in 19 seconds now on the clock. Brute Monster, lovely one tap there. We'll find his second with the AK. Worro's AWP struggling to have that impact. Nice double, but surely just a save from Worro once again. There is a flank coming through. Only one bullet remaining. Needs to find Kyofo, but the missed shot. And ZT will take down Worro after time. So look at the finances, not looking great. And now ZT, they find 6, potentially 7, as the money's not great either. But incredible CT side so far from Zero Tenacity.
Yeah, it has been a very good one. Buy is out for Monte. Sure, there's a few limitations here or there, mainly in the utility department. But I mean, I feel like this is why they've got to give it a bit of a go. Money isn't, like you said, great on the side of Zero Tenacity. This could be the chance for Monte to get back in the game, and it's going to be this fast push. But Haji is isolated from the team, still goes 1-for-1 at least.
I like the idea there, but they're not going to be ready for the AWP Brute Monster, surely. But missed shot. Aggression going to be coming through, though, from Namana. This is something that Monte need to be prepared for. But Namana, how much can he do? Well, nothing, as MQ will eliminate. Man advantage here now for the T's. I like the idea there from the flash through the smoke. So we will see some control taken now by Simka and Kyofo. Repositioning here with the worry that camera could be a point of contention.
They're just gonna... timing could be really, really good here for Kraz now. He's got a great idea. Just has to make sure he doesn't look away at the worst possible time, and we will see Simka win the fight, actually. But that is information gain. Monte looking elsewhere. Not really any damage dealt. I don't know if Kraz now got timing or what, but it looked like
just whiffed.
He was fully ready for it.
I don't know if Simka's just spotted them, but it definitely seems that way.
Really good reposition as well. Spico has a bit of a half clear of it. Kyofo finds Worro elsewhere. Simka gets all this information on MQ, and we'll find out what a round from him. 4 kills.
Yeah, it's just kind of round after round where we're seeing 4Ks coming through from different Zero Tenacity players. We saw it from AVN, we've seen it from Namana, Simka as well now. And Brute wants to go 4 on the pistol, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, but we must have got 4 on the pistol.
Yeah. And it's not as though it's kind of 1v4s or, you know, tough rounds. There's plenty of Zero Tenacity players alive in these moments.
Yeah, just having good individual moments, but 7 already on the CT side. Feels like it spells disaster. We said we need Monte to play perfect, yes. Or at least it feels like they need to be Zero Tenacity, and far from it so far.
And I think as well now, I think Zero Tenacity, we mentioned their T-side's far stronger. I think Monte, not only will they need to win these final 3 rounds, but also the pistol. And that's just to level things up 7-7. But Zero Tenacity very much primed for success here. And it makes us question, you know, Dust2. Which way it'll go.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Dust is one of those maps that's so hard to predict right now what team's going to be able to take it. But, I mean, this game is technically still not over. There's still a lot to be said. I think at the end of the half, we'll really get to see how things are looking.
But I think 8 rounds on the CT side for a team that's more favouring the T side is always a scary thing. And, you know, it's not great weaponry. We've got 2 Deagles, 2 Techs, and a Galil. Against the perfect investment here from Zero Tenacity.
Bit of chip damage on Haji with that nade. But it is just going to be this weaker investment. Again, DemQ fully invested into this Galil.
We saw the hero rifle work well for Monte before with Worro wielding. Monster posted up here with the AWP, and this is something that I don't think Monte are going to be very prepared for at all. Smoke fades and Brute Monster finds.
He wants more. We'll get it. Wants to go for the third. Flashbang's good, but Krasnow sprays better. Kyofo on the back of the bomb site finds one. Doubles up, and the round is going to be done here with Woro being all that remains.
Yeah, Woro 1v4, no bomb. Just a deagle. Picks up the Galil, but while switching to it, he gets found. AWP saved. Great round from Kyofo there. Similarly, Brute Monster's 2 openers were very nice. For Zero Tenacity now, they will find a... We need to see more from Monte here.
Yeah, just something to give us a bit more belief that this is going to happen.
And I think the difference is, Zero Tenacity, they got 10 rounds on Mirage. Don't get me wrong, it kind of... I feel like it was always always going to be a tough first map for Zero Tenacity. It felt like they were always playing catch-up on Mirage, but at least they got enough rounds to go, okay, you know, it's our opponent's map pick. We're looking okay. At least we're going to be having some confidence coming to ours. Yeah, for Monte, so far only securing 2. And when you head to a map like Dust, where there are so many unknowns, where it's kind of a map in which both teams are a little bit uncomfortable on, that's where confidence could play a key part.
I mean, that's the thing as well, though, isn't it? Is we had 11-10 scoreline on Mirage at one point,
and it would have been a 12-11. Money was in the drain for Monte in that kind of in that 22nd round.
Yeah, it could have really been anyone's game at that point, if we're being honest. But right now, one-sided is a bit of an understatement. Still a couple of rounds left here. Brute Monster very aggressive. Finds one's able to back away. He's still looking for more, and Brute Monster's so confident, so aggressive, and always wants to take these fights. Aggression again. Brute Monster finds 3, and the smoke in the faces of the T is just really the salt in the wounds. But DemQ does find a double to at least make this one somewhat possible for Stiko now. 1 versus 3.
Yeah, I like the idea from DemQ. I think they're finally realising, look, we cannot just stay towards main. Brute Monster's going to keep peeking, he's going to keep taking us down, so we've got to kind of get on the front foot, but far too late. The fact he's able to find 3 before falling is ridiculous. And now Stiko, 1 versus 3. And the swing from Simka is enough, so Zero Tenacity will secure 9, potentially even 10, as the finances not looking great for Monte.
Yeah, I mean, I'm loving what we're seeing from Brute Monster right now. This is the scariest thing against when you're playing with someone like Brute Monster, who is a lot of the time, it feels like a bit more of a confidence-based AWPer, someone who, if he is having a bit of a tough sort of first 10 rounds, he's going to have a tough time getting back into the game. But once he has a good early portion, once he's a good round with the AWP, it's really going to spiral from there. We saw the aggression towards A, constantly wanted a re-peek. Same thing now towards the other side of the map. Non-stop wanted to take those fights. 3 kills is something that should never happen. And again, look at it. Look at him, Fred. Everywhere on the map, so aggressive. Wants to take these fights. Finds 2, but it doesn't matter. Namana gets 1 of his own, and his advantage again. Zero Tenacity. Woro is here on the AWP. The Molly is going to deny some of the advancements, but Woro does find 1. Has been tagged down low.
Yeah, I think when you look at it as well, Brute Monster finds 2, Namana finds 1, yet Kyofo, he gets nothing. Kyofo was kind of primed to at least find 1 there, and that's what would have left this round in a real tough spot. It would have been kind of a 1v4, yet with Woro getting that kill onto Kyofo and finding 1 with the AWP, it's a 2 versus 2. It's a possible round, but Simka not moving a muscle, realising can't really progress any further with the realisation that Woro is currently holding. Yuto coming over, but Simka could be found at any moment. Simka just needs to hold his ground, and so far will be doing it. All going to be about timing. This round is dictated by timing, but AVN finds, and the AWP scope of Woro has been heard, and this nade can take him down. Woro, though, will evade it. Posted, but AVN creeps past, and Woro now going to be found, and that's double digits from Zero Tenacity on the unfavoured side for them.
Yeah, only 2 rounds managed to be found from Monte on their T. This really does speak volumes. But Broom Monster, I'm loving the close range sort of combat AWPing style that we've seen so many times this game. So many different positions. It was 3 rounds in a row, Fred. We saw on, okay, I'll go on the other side of the map now. I'll get aggressive here. Okay, now I'll go on the other side and do the same thing. Really brilliant. Love to watch. It's really brilliant CS to get to actually watch and enjoy.
It's a great read as well, because Broom Monster, he knows that it's going to be a weaker buy, util's going to be a little bit tough, and when there's lacking in util, when you've only got a couple smokes, a couple mollies, a couple flashes, that screams an A hit, because it's a smoke towards heaven, smoke towards camera, molly towards bricks, and then obviously kind of aggression coming through main, but Broom Monster's already posted up, he's so prepared. Bit of a 1-for-1 in mid currently, is Zero Tenacity. Gonna be hoping to take the pistol here, but Hadji with a lot of work to do. Demq, in fact, in the back lines, finds the Mana. Kraz now takes down Kyofo. And with Simka falling, it's all on AVN. 1v3, low HP, but he will be able to find the first. Unable to secure the second. So, pistol round at least going the way of Monte, giving them a chance at things here.
Yeah, it gives them, like you said, a bit of a fighting chance. Zero Tenacity, I feel like it is just going to be the eco from them. I wouldn't have minded seeing the force buy, but it feels like the eco is so much safer. You've got such a hefty lead. Just a few more rounds required.
Yeah, definitely. I think why waste a round? Why give it away? I think the second the weaponry is in play for Zero Tenacity, they should be finding success. You can see how worried Monte are. Premium weapons all across the board. Utility, only 3 pieces. Oh, bit of a missed run boost. The rifles at range will find. No casualties here for Monte.
Yeah, everyone will survive. Everyone will just about keep themselves in this round and keep the finances growing slightly. This is it, AK's out, utils in hand.
Big moment for Monte though. This is going to be kind of a sign of whether they can come back on Anubis. Obviously there isn't an AWP in play for Monte. 2 FAMASs as well, but we spoke about a couple of the players on Zero Tenacity not really stepping up on map number 1. But Simka and AVN, they've looked good so far, yet on the side of Monte, Stiko and Hadji certainly had a bit of a tough time of things, but Namana now, in the hopes of getting aggressive, could find one. The flash from Kyofo's good. Whether Namana's prepared for the second, though, is the question, and certainly not, as Stiko will eliminate. Simka low HP, Kraz now finds, and now it's AVN and Kyofo to try and find things here, but Stiko seems hungry for these. Oh, Stiko! Somehow not the victor of that engagement.
Kraz now quite low. This is where we can have a bit of an interesting conversation. Demq's pushing towards main. Kyofo, if he finds this kill... Oh, timing's really brilliant for Demq though. Peeks on out and just peeks out at a jiggle.
Yeah, nice work from Demq here. Obviously finding 3 in total. Can pick up an AK as well to upgrade. Should see the AWP in play for Monte as well. But it's an important first weaponry investment from Monte. Maybe, Charlie, there's more to be seen on Anubis. I thought we would be sweeping the map under the rug and potentially a map Monte want to forget about, but still. Maybe we've got something a little bit more competitive on our hands.
Yeah, certainly is getting a lot closer. But still, it's such a hard journey for Monte to actually bring this one fully back.
Ooh, nice find from Stiko. Nice nade onto Kyofo. The timing on the nade. Dunked straight down onto Brute Monster. Boost attempts, but Demq spotted and will find 2. Oh, Waro. Maybe not that much aggression's needed, but at least with Waro falling, he can get out and open this one. Maybe it was all on purpose. They will have an AWP in play, dropped over by DMQ. But now, Charlie, again, we are going to be seeing potentially some more combat AWPing from Brute Monster, because while wielding the big green, he had a very exciting kind of final 3 rounds.
We get to see if he opts to do the same thing on this D side, but not going to be easy. Very aggressive here from Namana. A lot of space taken. Love the molly that's thrown. Allows him to fully look behind it and forces the CTs back. Just the presence and the speed of this player. Stika realizes, I don't really want anything to do with this.
Rightly so. Stika, though, going to be pushing out, and Namana will find DMQ close to the smoke, but no real need to risk it. Krasnow could go down here. Oh, with a double peek from the CTs on the B bomb site. Take down both Kyofo and Simka. So it's a 3-on-3, but the HP for Krasnow and Haji not perfect. So a lot of work here for DMQ. And Namana pushed through this smoke, but DMQ, he was sitting inside of it.
Oh, the scope's not going to allow Krasnow to be spotted, but ABN will be able to find. See, that's really difficult, the amount of noise that, and sort of aggression that's actually seen from Zero Tenacity in this one, because this was and is a really winnable round with Haji and Krasnow both being sort of 1 bullet from death. You only had DMQ to find there, but we saw Namana's aggression. We saw the noise being made towards Canals. It feels like maybe we just see them play a bit safe and slower. They probably can just win that.
Yeah, definitely. But I think when you look at it now, Charlie, I think Zero Tenacity, they've realised, okay, maybe this game isn't as one-sided as we thought, because tactical pause coming through. With it just being the half buy from ZT, we can expect Monte to find 8 here, and I'll be honest, if you're a Zero Tenacity player, this is where the alarm bell's beginning to ring.
Yeah, still, it's close, but it's not ridiculously just yet. 3 rounds, sure, but you're still on the favoured side.
I like the amount of Mac 10s here for Zero Tenacity. We've got one on AVM, one on Kyofo. Hero AK as well for Simka. It's the type of buy that can win a round. I feel like when you've got only just a couple Deagles, it's not always the greatest of chances, but the Mac 10s can work their magic.
All we need, good bit of util, good push, and already look how fast out AVN is. Namana's the first to actually find the kill. The Molly's tagging down Warriors so much, and I mean, you said it. The Mac 10s, they can do a job, and the job's being done by the looks of things.
Yeah, it was brilliant. It was just the fact they were kind of so close to the smoke. Utility was good. But it's a great call from Zero Tenacity. Obviously, the finances for Monte is pretty good, so we will want to keep these weapons alive. Eco will get one. MQ, aware of his aggressor.
Yeah, they know exactly where these final 2 players are. Wasn't the best, sort of best aggression as a team that we have seen. So the 2 CTs will be allowed to save, but we do finally see Zero Tenacity get on the board on their second half.
AUG on the T side. I don't know whether I love it or hate it.
I don't mind it, I don't mind it. There's some longer range angles on this map.
I think maybe if you play it towards A main, you can kind of look to slowly creep in with it. But it does seem as such going to be wielded by AVN.
Yeah, Namana like to take a bit more space towards mid. So just have the player who's going to be holding a bit more towards B main. Maybe just to watch that. Timing could have been great for a random pot shot. Namana does take a decent amount of damage. Stiko takes a nade in response.
Great nade onto Kyofo and Simka though. DMQ. Great timing on his utility. A main has been taken here from Zero Tenacity. We're just going to be backing away though. It seems as though B is the intended goal I'm very impressed with AVN though. Currently 17 and 11. Top performer of the ZT side, joint top with DemQ of the server. Oh, I like the idea from Kraz now, but kill doesn't come through. Kyofo a little too quick. And AVN wielding that AUG very nicely. We will see Stiko find one towards middle. Rotation coming through now. Whether they're ready for Warrior to be so aggressive on the AWP, but the missed shot is devastating. And now, wondering if we're just going to be seeing the save, but they are close to the action. Stiko finds Brute Monster. And this might be the go call. AVN though takes down Stiko in the back lines. Nice shot from DemQ. Warrior finds with the AWP as well. And now it's all on AVN. They know he's towards A main. They've got a smoke and another flashbang. Smoke on the bomb. Stick gonna need to come through. Oh, Warrow's Deagle. We mentioned that Warrow missed a couple shots when trying to make his way into the bomb site, but when it matters most, Warrow hitting true.
Yeah, wow. What a response there from Monte. Was a 3-on-3, but became a 3-on-2. Monte had the backs up against the wall, but managed to make it work just about.
It looked like a great round from Zero Tenacity, though. They find the player towards E-Box quite comfortably. Monte, though, success in this one should allow them to find double digits. Nice nade there onto Stiko. But look, Charlie, it was what? 10-2 scoreline.
Yeah, I mean, it's got a lot closer here. The fact that we've only seen one round on this second half from ZT is a little bit scary at this point.
Should we check the stats? Maybe Anubis' CT side. Does look at so far this game.
Yeah, right now, I wouldn't blame you for thinking so.
Goffo and Simka might look to try and take some control towards the E-Box, and Haji doesn't want to be caught sleeping at the wheel, so we'll just be manoeuvring his way back. Definitely doesn't want to get caught off by aggressors in E-Box. 1:10 into the round and no kill found yet. Util coming over the B-bomb site though, and Haji doesn't want to get caught out in the open. Oh, but he will be pushing out into the open. Can find one quick trade from Brute Monster, and now with the bomb going down, clear to where Zero Tenacity's intentions are. 4 versus 4.
Monster dropping back towards B main. There's two players here. There is no smoke grenade from Monte that could stop these T's. Massey being able to get an angle, but Brute Monster holding towards Temple. It'll be so hard to crack, but Simka just swings on out alone, finds the kill.
It's such an important pick from Simka. Namana doubles down, and now all on Kraz now, but will be found. Namana getting 3 in that post plant. Very key, but the aggression from Simka, it's just that 50-50 play. He takes the fight. If he loses it, it gives the advantage to Monte quite heavily. It's a 4-on-2, and that's where the round can be very difficult. But that aggression from Simka and the triple from Namana, it gives ZT 12, and now they've got 4 opportunities to close out map 2. And they should be able to do so with the weaker investment. We've got an XM in play, an MP9 as well. Only 6 pieces of utility.
Yeah, this should be that chance, like you mentioned. Might need to see Warrior get a bit more aggressive in this one.
DemQ to take that aggression. He has spotted out 1. The steps as well will have been heard from Kyofo towards Rugs.
Map number 2 feels like it is slipping away from them with each passing moment. Not a lot of util remaining. Stiko loses out the gunfight to Namana's AK.
The AWP finds as well. 5-on-3 now. Still got the AWP of Warrow in play, but Kraz now needs to go huge. Can only find 1. It's a 4-on-2 with these remaining CTs locked out. Surely it's done, Charlie.
Yeah, it very much feels that way. Map
Okay,
number
right.
3 on the cards. Bomb still not planted just yet. About to be now.
Don't think it matters though, does it? 2 flashbangs to their name, an XM in play, no kit. To be quite brutal, no chance. It's going to be so tough here. Naman is in a great position. Could dodge these flashes, and they've not even pushed off them. And as the smoke fades, Namana appears. We'll get one, and the XM. Oh, the XM attempting. Now a range, but Haji finally falling. Simka will eliminate. And Zero Tenacity, they take things to map number 3. Dust2 gonna be that final battleground between these two to decide which team can progress to the quarterfinals. But 13-10 will be away from the bomb sites, and that's where site executes can just be so clinical. But yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting game. I think it is going to be, you know, a big game for both teams. And for Zero Tenacity, look, they're facing a very tough opponent, and the fact they've got the opportunity to take the series is pretty impressive.
It is indeed, but you guys can take it straight into the server right now, straight into the game. Let me know what's going to happen out here for the last one as you're chaperoning us through Dust2, and let's see it in play.
Yeah, ZT going to be starting on the CT side. Dust2 still a map that I feel like we need a couple more months of it in play to really determine the siding, the favoring, but I think I believe it's somewhat T-sided currently, but who knows?
Yeah, I think it's more even just to determine how good teams are at the map. But Brutals are taking this fight early towards short. Same with both the CTs actually. Hasn't really gone excellently. Just like that, Monte find themselves in a 4 versus 2. Krasnal finds AVN in very dominant looking early portion.
Great pistol round. Absolutely perfect. It seemed as though both Brute Monster and I believe Kyofo, they were fighting for short, but it was like, it was a 4 versus 2 in that gunfight. The fact they only find 1, I thought Brute Monster would go down for nothing, and so would Kyofo. But yeah, it was a great call from Monte. Very nice stuff.
Yeah, I mean the timing's so strong towards when they actually took that short fight. Didn't allow the CTs to get set up at all there. Util over towards long, and you're talking about mid-fight. We are going to already see a bit of an early one as all 5 players for Zero Tenacity. That's where they're heading.
Nice from Namana. We'll get one Kyofo as well, finding a pick. Waro doubling down, and Waro looking for more. 4 kills in this one from Waro. Real big start, but with ZT finding 2 picks, nearly a third on Testico as well. They've dealt some damage. They've done some kind of economic dismantlement against Monte.
Yeah, they've definitely made things a little more challenging for them financially. So a round win here would be quite nice.
Are we going to see DemQ going fast towards short? Because I feel like that's the only real position that a Mac 10 can really work well. But with the spawns for Monte, I'd love to see kind of a fast B. I think it would have been the right call, but
yeah, it's got to be some sort of speed. Some sort of quick play out for Monte to have this smack.
well, we know that retaking B can be a real difficulty, but it isn't the Mac going towards the B bomb site, making its way out long. Best of luck to DemQ. Has already crossed, but he's trapped in the Molotov. But this is where you question.
But it's just his presence, though. It looks like they wanted to send all this presence, and then the rest of the team hit towards B. And yeah, there are 3 players up long. All 3 players very, very close. But the double B setup's actually a really great call alongside this.
Yeah, DemQ, I don't think he's going to be able to get out of things. No, certainly
There's
not.
a lot of damage for
Yeah.
Kyofo. But look how many players it kept towards long for that long. The issue is the rest of Monte did very little with that space.
Yeah, they had loads of time, they had loads of kind of opportunity to work with, but haven't really gained much. A lot of util has been dumped though from the CTs. They've just got 1 Molotov remaining. Will be sent out now. Avian's in a nice position. If goes uncleared, surely to find many. Krasnal low HP has been found, and Avian can drop off now. Avian gets 1 more before falling, but Waro, nice trade. It's a 2-on-2. It's a low HP Kyofo. It's a no utility retake towards B. And now all on the 5 HP of Kyofo. So Monte, although the round didn't look perfectly played initially, It's looking good now. Surely just a save from Kyofo.
I mean, regardless, although it wasn't the best, although it definitely could have been a lot cleaner initially, the fact that they were able to keep only 2 players towards that B side of the map and have the rest of the team push on out, have Hadji holding those lurks. But one of the most important kills was actually Waro, before getting the bomb down on the empty site, pushing out towards the doors and catching off one of the A players. That was a massive fight to find. A massive kill to get and leave Kyofo in the 1 versus 2.
Yeah, Monte didn't seem ready for it whatsoever. With just the saved M4 from Kyofo. Expecting a couple Deagles to be invested alongside it, but Brute Monster got 3k in the bank. Safe to assume we'll be wielding the AWP in the next. But Monte started off nicely here on the T side. AVN attempting here with the Deag. A lot of damage dealt though, and that's the M4 falling. Stiko finds Waro, takes down AVN, and Waro has had a really good start, currently 9-0.
Yeah, another clean one here. Brute Monster will at least find 1. Not the one we thought, but we'll still find 1. MQ turns and does get the trade on his fallen teammate. But Monte 4-0 start here. AWP now in the hands of Brute Monster.
Not one in play for Monte yet, though. They could have opted for it.
I think Warrior's feeling it right now with the rifles and sort of saying, I'm 9-0 up. There's no point in sort of changing anything. We're looking good. When things start to go wrong, I'll bring one out.
Yeah, I think it's the right approach. I think Warrior's played very, very well. If he can just continue to get these openers. Exactly what's needed. A lot of players towards the A-bomb site currently. Brute Monster's up. Going to be taking some control towards short now. Once again, it's another round with zero tenacity. They've burnt through so much utility already. Nice nade there.
Yeah, noise has been heard from both sides. The bomb is making its way towards the B tunnels.
The smoke towards CT. Simka has dropped one of his own, though.
Alright.
Going to be spotted, and Simka not going to be disciplined in this one. Straight away, going to be taking that fight. Flashbang, not good enough, really, to blind off AVN, and we'll be able to find Kraz now off the back of it. Now it's a 5-on-3, making a 5-on-2. Oh, AVN, he does so much damage. Kill's not found, but look, 17 HP on the remaining 2. Hadji deals a fair bit of damage, but the bomb's been dropped, and DemQ just to save. Monte finally silenced here on their T side.
Yeah, and Simka, big round. It feels like right now we're seeing Monte trying to abuse AVN a little bit towards the B site. Knowing that, okay, Namana and Brute Monster head towards A a lot. These are sort of like the 2 stars of the team.
Yeah.
Why even question going there? Let's see if we can find something towards B, find something towards mid, and try to punish these guys. And I mean, it's 4-0. It's 4-1 right now, so I mean, there's clearly some success from here. But I mean, if we keep on seeing that, Zero Tenacity gonna be very aware of it.
Well, I think now Waro, understanding that Brute Monster's got the ult, and now going to be bringing one out of his own. With finances somewhat dismantled for Monte. A great opportunity from ZT. No one towards middle. Once again, Zero Tenacity. They're quite heavily fighting here towards long. So they've got 4 players there. I'd love to see kind of a fast short, or maybe even a fast B play, because Zero Tenacity would really struggle on that retake.
Hadji Going to be taking some space towards mid. At least has a clear initially. Spots nothing out.
Once again, Brute Monster posted up towards short. Nade's going to come through, and Stiko peeks right into it.
It's a really good read right now from Zero Tenacity. We just saw the mid beast mode come out, but there's still 4 players towards the A side of the map. But you can see, look, they've switched Namana up towards B. Still unknown fully as to where Monte are going to head. It does look like it's going to be another mid to B. Haji holding the line. Simka.
Ooh, Simka so close to being spotted here. Just going to be playing on the edge of the smoke. Haji will eventually spot, but Simka will be the one to find. And now Namana with a lot to do. Playing towards the barrel. This is where AVN had success in the last. And it will be Namana doubling down here. And a 4-on-2 now. Simka's in a great position. DemQ not fully clearing, and now it's all on Waro. We'll get one. Surely aware of the second, and Waro attempting here. He's been given an opportunity. Tries with the pot shot. Oh, missed shots here. What's happened from AVN? Should have been an easy kill there, but still Zero Tenacity, they will find it.
See, you can see that Monte is so close to taking these rounds there, but it feels like they either wait for Haji to find the kill or for him to die before they're really fully out. I don't know if they're not ready or what it is, but they should never be allowed to have the second player actually rotate into the site by the time you go for the execute. That's why Haji's there. He's holding those rotates. He's looking for that kill. But last couple of rounds, we've seen Haji lose the fight. And we see Simka already in the bomb site by the time the execute's coming through.
I think it'd be way better for him to just be a lurk. I think it'd be far more valuable, because if there's 5 flashes coming over the top, Namana getting pressured, that's where Simka has to rotate through. He can't just be sitting holding for Haji. But yeah, I think Monte, it seems as though they don't want to fight towards long, which is understandable, but I think a fast B hit, I think it will be the solution to their kind of recent problems.
Yeah, we will see a bit of an investment. Hero AK from Waro. Rest of the guys taking a bit of a weaker buy, so we do have a couple of Glocks in play.
It's the first round that Zero Tenacity haven't kind of so heavily pressured towards long. Obviously, Kyofo's got control of it, but they've not sent 4 players there. Fairly decent setup. I think Zero Tenacity realised that it's going to be some weaker weapons accompanied by some investment. So they've opted for kind of just a site split. 2 towards B, 3 towards A. It's the right decision. Simka's got quite a lot of utility. The second any contact's made, we can see Brute Monster holding the cross as well. I think it's a good call from Zero Tenacity. You're not going to be seeing the run boost across. Now contact soon to be made, but it's Brute Monster's AWP that will connect. Flashbang coming over. Very simple stuff here from Simka and Brute Monster. Waro all that remains. Namana not being quiet, but Namana will find 5 survivors. Money for ZT's looking good now.
Yeah, and I mean, we've seen a bit of a turnaround here. Very slow T side that we are currently seeing from Monte, but Zero Tenacity 3 in a row. Back in action. I love that from Brute Monster. Don't rush anything. No need.
Yeah, taking his time. This is what I was on about. You know, when we have 3 players towards the A bomb site, Kyofo can be sending the flashbangs over. Simka holding the lines. Brute Monster taking players down as well. I think it's just a kind of a very nice played round there from Zero Tenacity. There's no need for them to try and kind of keep some contest and trying to control towards middle, because they know there's weaker weapons. The only chance for a victory is getting control of the site.
Oh, Risky, Haji's nearby, we'll get the kill, able to back away. Brute Monster finds a pick elsewhere to keep things even.
With Namana going down though, they know that Namana's playing sometimes as that secondary towards the B bomb site, so I'd love to see Monte now make their way onto B. But Brute Monster will find Stiko.
Yeah, fight towards long. Doesn't go the way of Kyofo. MQ, huge kill to find, and it's Brute Monster trapped on the bomb side, but I don't think there's anyone else you'd rather have waiting, playing in this series. But the boost, the scope of the orb, not able to spot Haji, takes that kill away.
Yeah, Flash will come through, not realising that short is smoked. They will send a nade, but nothing spotted. Ooh. So close to being spotted while jumping there, but this is where ZT could just look to disengage and save, and they will be.
They're calling it off. Monte denies their Tenacity, leveling things up. Deny them going on a 4-round streak of their own, and we will finally see a bit of success from them, but it's not an easy round.
It's not the cleanest of
Tried
rounds
to pull
either.
off. No, I mean, you've got to look at it. Haji finds the opening by Namana getting spotted out and swinging into a molly to find it. We see a very, very 50-50 gunfight towards long doors that DemQ takes. It's going to be tough for them to do that reliably.
I like that we're seeing Monte opting for plays like that with the boost, because Brute Monster just holding the edge of the smoke in the hopes that someone's pushing through, but Brute Monster is looking good here.
Yeah, he's probably disappointed he hasn't been tested more. Seen a lot of obviously mid to Bs. But when he is getting pressured, I mean, he's finding his success.
Well, Monte, they've realised Brute Monster's going to be playing towards A, so they're generally steering clear. Big round for both sides, though, with the opportunity to kind of reset the finances. Just the one loss bonus for Monte, so even though DemQ is sitting around 3.1k, the rest of the guys won't have enough to invest.
Yeah, look how isolated AVN is here towards this side of the map. No one remotely close, but still, he's playing aggressive. He's showing pressure to try to deny any chance that they push through this quickly. But here they come. Haji first to engage. AVN's double though is brilliant. Stiko catches off the first rotate. Brute Monster second.
Yeah, Brute Monster holding the lines. The Mana by his side. Smoke coming through, and Stiko needing to try and connect through the door, but it is Brute Monster that's successful and quick rotations. But this is where you question Monte. Why are we pushing through the smoke grey screen? Not accompanied by a flash or nothing.
Yeah, crazy. The AVN's allowed to do so much damage and find two. Everyone was towards long for Zero Tenacity. That felt destined. I mean, clearly Monte's game plan coming into this is, okay, let's abuse towards B.
They're not really doing it, are they?
No. No, it's constantly going against them. Really actually struggling to do what needs to be done.
Yeah, and I mentioned if Monte are to win this, I think Krasnal will be the kind of the strongest performer. Definitely not had the best of games so far. Only 3 and 6. Obviously, Kyofo, he's got less kills, but it's kind of what happens when you are that long door defender. Krasnal getting very aggressive here. Krasnal will find one. Brute Monster's trade is key, but Namana will find, and this is why they've got 4 players towards long, Charlie, because the trades, they'll always go the way of the CTs.
Yeah, 3 on 2 now, Haji. Just on this Mac. And Stiko with the Galil. Gonna have to be some good timing found.
This Stico is still staying here towards long doors in the hopes that Haji's lurk can find something, but Zero Tenacity, they've got no real need to aggress here towards middle, so Haji is going to be holding this angle with a Mac 10 for quite some time.
And we've now got Namana heading down towards mid to hold that. And then you've got to consider towards A, you've got Brute Monster there with the AWP posted up. Not a ton of util to try to deny vision. Stico drops, big fight to win.
AVN's in a nice position though.
And we've seen it before, Fred, so many times what he can do. Is advancing, able to find Stico. Flashbang's not perfect, but Haji's here. AVN, what a performance he's actually been having here. Tested so many rounds, but every time he stands so tall.
Yeah, I think as well as that kind of B anchor, and when I say B anchor, it seems like it's just half the map anchor, because most of the time, Zero Tenacity, they're sending 4 players towards long and then rotating through CT, but the whole of B, the whole of tunnels, only defended generally by AVN, yet still putting up numbers, doing a really good job. But Monte, they're so heavily going towards the B bomb site, yet success is not found in these kind of 4 versus 1 scenarios. And Brute Monster, a very nice opener here onto Stico. And the mana towards lower tunnels will find Haji.
Yeah, it was just obviously the weaker buy, but still, damage can be dealt, and just like that, DemQ demonstrates how.
The Brute Monster's been chipped away at as well. Weaponry can be retrieved and wielded by Kraz now. Brute Monster just holding towards B tunnels with the big green, and finally AVN seems as though
allowed
to
leave the site.
Yeah, exactly. You can finally see what the rest of the map looks like.
Yeah, we'll get a bit of a chance to actually get to see now.
What's this angle I'm holding? I've never been here before.
But surprise to probably no one, Monte going back towards B.
Yeah, the problem is here is Warrior's going to be trying to take this. Ooh, timing. Brute Monster somehow
Had the
survives.
chance. Ooh, missed shot here, but the thing is, it's actually really easy to find these kills through the smoke if people spam.
Yeah, shot tracers. Quite easy
It's
to...
such a tight chokehold as well. Yeah, having it all, it's pretty comfortable, and you can see they don't. Warrior did have a slight chance to find Brute Monster, but without finding that, we see DemQ try to take the fight towards mid. Scout of Waro finds nothing, and AVN will find his first in the round towards his favourite B-bomb site.
I think as well, Brute Monster was just a distraction in that last altercation. But look, Zero Tenacity, they come back now in the driver's seat, looking to find 7 as well, with that being kind of a strong CT half. I think the fact that Zero Tenacity, they've kind of gone towards long plenty of times with many players, and the fact that Monte have stayed clear of it.
But the fact that we've seen Zero Tenacity take the lead after being 4-0 down, Monte only being able to post 1 round on the board since then.
Finally, it looks as though Monte are changing things up. They might look to head towards A through short, and Simca now could be feeling the force of quite a lot of utility, but with the mana rotating in, oh, Simca countered.
He's overlooked.
Oh, I loved it. What can he find? Oh, many players are running, but Simca will get 2. Can he find the 3rd? Takes down the bomb carrier. Simca very low HP, but he's done quite a lot of work here. A lot going to be on AVN.
Oh,
Simca
wow.
finds another. He's on for the ace. He knows that DemQ's here. The Molotov going to force him out, and DemQ will find.
Molotov misses, in fact, as well. Unfortunate for Simca there. AVN, he's had some really brilliant moments towards B.
I love it from AVN. DemQ seems very aware, though.
But with the amount of time on the clock, You might not have too much time to worry about this. DemQ, brilliant 1 versus 2 clutch, but Simca Fred almost really ripped that round out of Monte's hands.
Yeah, it would have been a tough one for Monte, because finally we saw an opener from Waro. We saw them head towards A. Yeah, there was so much utility. Why is there no molly towards Goose?
Yeah,
Like
just
6 to
assuming
6.
it's clearly. Getting completely punished for it.
And somehow they still win the round. That's a ridiculous thing. Simca gets a 4K. Yeah, they still lose. Obviously the pistol on the T side went the way of Monte. Zero Tenacity's turn. Make things fair, I guess, but Simca will find. Now Stiko out towards long. Trapped in pit, will find one, but Brute Monster's trade is good, and now Waro taking some control here towards middle. Waro, nice find. Brings things back level. E250 on Brute Monster now attempting, and Waro needs to isolate as there is a player down towards top mid as well in AVN. And Mana at range, deep towards CT spawn. They're on their tail, but the T's should be able to get away with it.
Yeah, maybe just about it's all on Waro. Spots the players, does at least find one.
They slowed down.
Oh no, he's very exposed here. He can now get crunched on Waro.
He needs to stop fighting, really. He's got a teammate in Haji. But Waro's getting more aggressive. He's hungry for the kills, but in fact, will be his own downfall. And the last contact that was made was towards tunnel, so they're very hesitant to extend out towards B. And Haji, he's been given plenty of opportunities to find kills, just hasn't really hit the shot. Spots out one, but AVM finds, and now pistol round will be found from Zero Tenacity. Very kind of back and forth pistol. Quite aggressive from Monte, but doesn't pan out in their favour. And Charlie, if you look at the kills, we've got on the side of DT, we've got Brute Monster, AVN, Namana, and Simca all around that 10 kill mark. They're all stepping up. Yeah, it seems for Monte it is just Waro currently. DemQ as well has had some good clutches and moments, but I think Monte a little outmatched when it comes to individual set.
Struggling to really get that fire lit under some of their guys. We'll have the chance, but Zero Tenacity are likely going to be finding 8 here and extending their lead, which is pretty crazy to think about when this is going to be 8 out of the last 10 rounds that they've won if they win this one.
Very passive from both sides, neither wanting to make a big mistake. I don't think the T's went up long ever when it was Monte. Which is pretty ridiculous. I feel like a large majority of this map is kind of a fight for long.
Now these fights don't seem particularly ideal for anyone. Very long range. Mono is wanting to take them still, wanting to find a few frags here. Okay, DemQ will find Brute Monster. I mean, this is what I mean. These fights feel a little bit unnecessary to take. But they are starting to go the way. As soon as Simca's in, everything stabilizes. Nice triple there from Simca.
Wants the fourth, but DemQ might not be giving it away. 9 HP. At least he can save the Zeus in the next.
You can drop that over to a teammate, maybe.
That was far too powerful to be dropped over.
I suppose 1 kill at least found, but Zero Tenacity, they do indeed find 8.
As you mentioned though, Charlie, it's a big weaponry investment for Monte. A loss here. It's where ZT projected for double digits.
I mean, we've seen some unbelievable B holds for Zero Tenacity. Curious to see how they're going to be for Monte.
Well, top tunnels has been taken here from ZT, and with both Kyofo and Simka making their way into lower, we're going to be seeing a bit of control taken towards middle. Press now with not the best of movement, but nice shot there onto AVN. Nice trade from Kyofo onto Waro, and that space has been taken now. Oh, Namana. Next to one another. All the smoke fades, but DemQ gets the timing.
Yeah, DemQ the one putting the pieces together first. What it means, Stiko goes down. Damage dealt to Kyofo, but clean find in response. It's all on Brute Monster, not allowed to even have any breathing room. DemQ finds. Yeah, DemQ's coming alive here a bit.
DemQ drops the AK to the player in CT in the hopes to pick one up for himself, but sadly a Galil. Look at the money already for ZT. We've got 2 Tech 9s in play, Charlie.
Yeah, I mean, gotta be some speed behind this, otherwise it's gonna be a bit challenging. And here's the speed gonna come out. First kill does go the way of the CTs. Second, not following just yet. Ooh!
Thinking that might be surely a lag out or
yeah,
something.
looks like it. Still advantage for Monte. Haji finding Kyofo on the lurk as well. Things should be stabilized. Brute Monster's tagged on down.
They're waiting for aggression here. Flash coming over. AVN though will get one. Repositioning now. Dropping down, but Haji will find. And now Brute Monster, all that remains, 1v3. Attempting here, but just cannot connect the bullet. Oh, we'll get the first on the Tech 9. Searching for the second. But the Molotov forcing him out in the open, and DemQ will find enough time for the defuse. And even with the disconnect or the lag out, maybe the mouse ran out of charge, I don't know, but they still win the round.
Yeah, that looked a bit awkward there. How things went initially. Leveled up again. Dust2 really providing what we want for a third map in this series.
An open-ended finish here.
Yeah, so many question marks, a lot of things up in the air.
Charlie, we spoke about this map siding and about how it's kind of a bit unknown, but in fact, it is Zero Tenacity's T side in which they usually struggle. So maybe Monte have got a better chance than we initially thought. Utah coming over is looking good, and DemQ finding Kyofo. Warwick, nice double here. DemQ, we mentioned no one really stepping up around Warwick. DemQ certainly has.
Yeah, this half he's been brilliant. He's had so many huge moments, whether it's one impact kill, 2 kills here, 2 or 3 kills. He's had some very big moments in the last several rounds or so.
Investment in play here, though, for both sides. This time, we finally got the AWP in play for ZT. Ooh, Namana going down to DemQ. Nice opener in middle here from Monte. I guess Monte's T-side game plan was the same as their CT. They're not really looking to take many fights towards long. It's understandable, to be honest.
I mean, they've got the early kill here. Obviously, it does come in the form of DemQ once again.
He's low HP, though, now, Charlie, so I think we're going to have to see a far more passive approach. But we've got double short, one in mid. DemQ towards CT, just holding for this long aggression.
We're going to see the T just silently cross. Now, the smoke will come down now.
This is the go call now for Zero Tenacity. They lose that second kill towards middle. Utah going to be coming over towards short, but the ramp molly will delay, and then Q finds another. Somehow on low HP, making things work, but Brute Monster's AWP mentioned his ability while combat AWPing. The bomb plant denied though, and now Simka 1 versus 4, and aggression up long, surely to take him down. Oh, Warrow will find, but not in the nicest of fashions.
Yeah, and Kraz now double from him, 2 once again from them, Q.
No AWP saved.
Allow Monte to find double digits. I think right now they're happy with how they're playing.
Oh, AWP with the CT side of Dust.
I mean, it is